Does this site look familiar to you? Yep, if you guessed it, I have yet another Samsung Q1 Ultra Mobile PC. Except this one's a little bit different. Now, I'll put this link up in the cards if you want to check that video out, but for December's video, I've decided to do a video about another Samsung UMPC. The difference is, in the original video, I did a review of the Samsung Q1 Ultra UMPC, which had an Intel Core Solo U1400 processor. This is not a Q1 Ultra Premium, or Q1 Ultra Premium, sorry. It's late at night, and oh, and by the way, yes, I did get another job, so for those of you who are worried about me, rest assured, I'm stable again. Anyways, getting back to the video. The original video I did on this was of a Samsung Q1 Ultra Premium, which had an Intel Core Solo U1400 CPU clocked at 1.33 gigahertz. This is essentially the same thing. The only difference is this only has a 600 megahertz Intel A100 Steely series CPU. They also sold a model with an Intel A110, which was a processor designed for UMPCs. And right now I have, so basically if you haven't seen the original, if you want to see like more in depth about what this UMPC has to offer, I would recommend checking out my original video on this UMPC, because I've already done a video on it, so this will be sort of like a sequel to the intro video I did. So basically, currently I have Windows Vista on this UMPC, the Home Basic Edition. Yes, I used my copy of Windows Vista Home Basic here on this UMPC. And believe it or not, for only a 600 megahertz CPU, which technically does not meet Vista's minimum requirement of an 800 megahertz CPU, yeah, this is a very functional machine. I've got MyPal, which is a web browser designed for operating systems such as Windows XP and Vista, to bring like the modern internet to a device like this, although you really can't although a lot of web pages crash MyPal, and that's not Vista's fault, that's just, modern HTML5 that, this hardware was not really capable of handling. But other than that, as far as other tasks, Windows Vista works pretty well. And I have not had any problems with Windows Vista on this computer. I've loaded all my music on here. Let me get my arm out of the way so you guys can see that. I don't know how well you can see that in the viewfinder, but basically, and I'm going to go ahead and close out of all my stuff because we're going to be doing a little upgrade on this computer. Yes, I also installed Roller Coaster Tycoon and patched it to run without the CD. So I have a portable Roller Coaster Tycoon machine, but basically, zoom in on those specs. Windows Vista Home Basic, I've got Service Pack 2 installed, 600 megahertz Intel A100 CPU, and of course, a gigabyte of RAM. Now, Windows Vista runs very well on here, but one problem I've been having with it is the Wi-Fi. See, right now, it's showing that I'm connected but have no internet. So what I have to do every time this thing goes to sleep is disconnect from my home network. Then I have to go back in and reconnect every single time this thing goes to sleep. And that is actually a bug in Windows Vista. This problem does not occur in Windows XP, and it does not occur in Windows 7 either. And it still is showing connected but no internet. So this is actually this is probably the one I know I praise Windows Vista quite a bit, but this is one thing I have to give it crap for, because see, I'm still not able to get an internet connection, and I keep having to I just have to disconnect and reconnect, constantly until I can get an internet connection. And sometimes I even have to restart the computer. I mean, it'll connect, but in order to get an internet connection, I have to restart the computer. So we're going to go ahead and fix this problem. And the other reason I wanted to upgrade to Windows 7, just out of, if you're curious, is because, Windows Vista, while it runs well on here, I'd like to have more functionality, and with Windows Update no longer works in Vista. And the other thing is, I installed a copy, my corporate copy of Office Pro Plus 2007 on here, And the problem is, it runs, but it doesn't, I can't use Outlook because I can't upgrade Internet Explorer on here to version 9, which is the highest version that Windows Vista supports, because of the prerequisite updates that you need to install Internet Explorer 9 are no longer available on Microsoft's website. Now, I do realize I could go to the Microsoft Update catalog and manually install each update, but honestly, I'm not willing to do that. And yes, I am aware there is a way to change WSUS settings to fix Windows Update and Windows Vista. But ever since Microsoft broke Windows Update and anything older than Windows 7 with the SHA-2 code signing, I honestly think it's just a better idea to upgrade this to Windows 7. Plus, it's a touchscreen, and Vista Home Basic doesn't really take advantage of the touchscreen. So we're gonna do this computer a favor and perform an upgrade to Windows 7. I have plenty of licenses for Windows 7 Pro, as you can see by this totally legit Windows 7 Pro 32-bit disk. So I'm going to go ahead and insert it, and actually I'm going to get my phone too, because I need the product key for this. But yeah, what we're gonna do in this video is something pretty standard. We're just gonna upgrade to Windows 7. So I should probably connect a keyboard to this, but I'll try to stay out of the way of the camera as best I can. But you know me, I'm no professional videographer. So there we go. We're gonna run setup.exe. Yes. Hopefully this drive my external drive will be able to be powered over USB. It was able to install Vista this way, so hopefully that'll work. And wow, isn't that a sight for sore eyes? Windows 7, save me. Oh, and now Vista decides it wants to connect to the internet, of course. It's like, wait, Ben, don't upgrade to Windows 7. I'll behave. I promise. I cross my heart and hope to die. Yeah, sorry, Vista. We had some good times, but, honestly, I want more features, and, well, Home Basic just isn't where it's at. So here we go. Install now. All right. Now, what's interesting about this upgrade that I'll tell you is Windows 7, this computer, like with Vista, does not officially meet the system requirements for Windows 7. Not because it doesn't have enough RAM, and not because it doesn't have enough disk space. By the way, I did install a 64 gig SSD to replace the original 40 gig SSD. And if you're wondering how I got this computer, I'll explain that during the installation process. But basically, the reason this computer does not meet the system requirements officially for Windows 7 or the official Windows 7 system requirements is because Windows 7 officially requires a 1 gigahertz processor or faster. This is an 800 or a 600 megahertz processor. However, unlike older versions of Windows like XP, Millennium, 2K, 98, you get the idea. Windows 7 and Vista, both of their setup programs, do not check your CPU speed. They only check to see if you have at least a gigabyte of memory. As you can see, it didn't error out saying, hey, you don't have a fast enough processor. If I didn't have at least 512 megabytes of RAM, it would have errored out. But because I have a gigabyte of RAM, it's going to let me install Windows 7 Pro with, of course, Service Pack 1. Now, I will not be getting installation updates because as Windows 7 is an end-of-life product, well, officially, but unless you're on the paid extended security updates channel, if you pay Microsoft for extended support, so we're gonna skip the installation updates. I totally read that EULA, as I always do. We're going to do an in-place upgrade, and let's see if it finds anything incompatible. Oh. You cannot upgrade from Windows Vista Home Basic to Windows 7. What? What do you mean you cannot upgrade from Windows? That makes no sense. Hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Why can't you upgrade? I'm going to a higher edition of Windows 7. That makes... Alright, hold on. Let me Google the upgrade paths. I'll be right back. Okay, well, change of plans. This is something I actually didn't know about upgrading from Windows Vista. Yeah, apparently you cannot upgrade to a higher edition of Windows 7 from Windows Vista. if you want to do that, you have to do a clean install. So you can only go from like edition to like edition, if you get my drift. But fortunately, we have a solution. I have a copy of Windows 7 Home Premium. So what I'm going to do is break the rules a little bit here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade to Windows 7 Home Premium and then do an upgrade to Windows 7 Professional, because thankfully both of these disks contain Service Pack 1. So I'm going to put in my 32-bit copy of Windows 7 Professional or Windows 7 Home Premium, and then I'm going to do an in-place upgrade to Windows 7 Professional. So let's try this again. And yeah, I actually didn't know that, because like with Windows 8 and 10, you can go from a Home Edition to a Professional Edition. So I guess with Windows 7 you can't do that, which is kind of interesting. I actually didn't know that. I thought you could go from, I knew you couldn't downgrade edition. I knew you can't go from Windows Vista Business to Windows 7 Home Premium, because that's a downgraded edition. But I didn't know you had to have the like edition. I didn't know you could only go from like to like when it comes to upgrading Windows Vista. Because even with Windows XP, if you had Windows XP Home Edition, you could upgrade to Windows Vista Ultimate or Business. So at least I think you could, because I remember. I seem to remember doing that back in the day. So I don't know, but we'll go. But yeah, now I have a Windows 7 Home Premium disk. So we'll try to upgrade to Home Premium, and then from there we'll do an in-place upgrade to Professional. Actually, I have a better idea. You know why? Well, actually, no, I don't. Because I was going to say I do have a license, and a Windows Anytime Upgrade license to Windows 7 Ultimate. The problem is I don't have the... I don't think Windows Anytime Upgrade works in Windows 7, even if you have a genuine license key. So maybe I'll test that one day, but for now, let's just try to upgrade to Windows 7 Home Premium. Yeah. So we'll try this again, and we'll see if we get an error this time. So yeah, that's interesting. Because it's funny, because when I was in trade school, I learned that when you were upgrading from Windows 7 to Windows 10, you could only go from like to like. Like, you couldn't go from Windows 7 Home Premium to Windows 10 Pro. You had to go to Windows 10 Home. But I was able to go to Windows 10 Pro from Windows 7 Home Premium. Of course, you couldn't do and you could do an in-place upgrade. You could literally just tell it, if you had a license key for Windows 10 Pro, it would let you upgrade to Windows 10 Pro. So, doing an in-place upgrade. So, this is the first. I actually didn't know you could not upgrade directly from Windows Vista Home Edition, any Windows Vista Home product, to Windows 7 Professional. To make this more interesting, this video will probably not be up at this time, but I do have a license for Windows 7 Home Basic. So if I wanted to, I could go to Windows 7 Home Basic. But then again, I wouldn't have the tablet PC support, and honestly, I'd prefer to have that. So here's the plan, the new plan, Plan B. We're going to upgrade from Windows Vista Home Basic to Windows 7 Home Premium, and then what I'll do is, once we're on Windows 7 Home Premium, then I'll put in my Windows... I won't even bother trying to activate Windows 7 Home Premium, because this key is already in use on one of my laptops, so I won't be able to activate this. But I will be able to activate the Windows 7 Pro license. The only thing is, I don't know if you can upgrade, because the problem is, Microsoft put Windows Anytime Upgrade into Windows 7 for the sole purpose of being able to upgrade to a higher edition of Windows 7 without having to, okay, and there goes the upgrade, so it didn't find any compatibility issues, yay to that. But yeah, the whole point was, so that you could upgrade to a different edition of Windows 7 without having to purchase a disk like you had to do with Vista. Because with Vista's Anytime Upgrade, let's say you had Vista Home Premium and you wanted to go to Vista Ultimate, you could go to Windows Anytime Upgrade, but unlike Windows 7, where if you bought the key through Anytime Upgrade, it would then, you'd get the key, and it would automatically upgrade you to the higher edition. With Vista, you had to order a disk through Windows Anytime Upgrade, and you use that disk using the in-place upgrade method you see here to upgrade your Windows Vista edition. I have actually never tried this with Windows 7, so this will be an interesting experiment. This will be a very interesting experiment because I would like to see if it will allow me to do an in-place upgrade from Windows 7 Home Premium to Windows 7 Pro. I don't think it will, but it might. The only thing I can figure is because both of these discs, both my installation disc for Home Premium and for Professional, both contain Service Pack 1, and they are both 32-bit. So because they're like discs, maybe it'll let me upgrade from Windows 7 Home to Windows 7 Pro, but I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't, then what I'm going to have to do is purchase a Windows 7 Home Premium product key so that I can actually activate it, because the problem is I don't have any other Windows 7 Home Premium keys except for the retail copy I have. And unfortunately, I do not have the Windows 7 Home Premium Family Pack. Yes, Microsoft made a family pack of Windows 7 Home Premium. Basically, it's the same OS. The only difference was you could activate it on up to 3 computers at a time. So, but this is only a single PC license. So unfortunately, I won't be able to activate this because one of my HP laptops has this copy of Windows 7 Home Premium. In fact, I'm probably not even going to enter the product key because it makes no sense to enter a product key when I'm not even going to be activating, and I don't believe you have to be activated to do an in-place upgrade. So, anyways, oh yeah, I was going to explain how I got this UMPC. So yeah, I was going to pause the video, but I'll do that in just a moment. So basically, I got this UMPC. Long story short, I got it on eBay for a steal. I actually almost had 2 of these. Well, one was the regular Samsung Q1, not the Ultra model, which looks like this one, but it's, it just has a different form factor. It uses a Celeron M, has, less RAM, and did not have a split keyboard. But then I found this one for like $5 cheaper, and the seller claimed that he didn't know if this one worked, even though he had the power adapter. And I got the power adapter with this computer, and yeah, I got a fully functional UMPC. I took a risk. I paid $70 for it, which is a steal for one of these things. And most of these go for over a couple $100. But yeah, this one I got for $70, untested, with the power adapter. Only thing wrong with it was it had a corrupted install of Windows XP, and I didn't plan on keeping the old hard drive anyways, so I just swapped it out with an SSD and put Vista on it. So yeah, alright, well anyways, so that's the story of how I got this one. Plus, this even has a working battery. Yes, amazingly, the 14-year-old battery on this thing amazingly still holds a full charge, so I can actually use this to get work done on the go. Anyways, this is the part where I usually would say, go make yourself a cup of coffee and watch some TV or watch some more YouTube videos, because we're only in stage 1, folks, and on a 600 megahertz Celeron going from a DVD, yeah. So anyways, you guys have probably seen me install Windows 7 about a bajillion times. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video here, and you've probably seen an in-place upgrade a million times too. So I won't bore you with this. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video, I'll come back when we're at the out-of-box experience, and then what I'll do is when we get to the Windows 7 desktop, we will try to upgrade to Windows 7 Pro and see if it lets us upgrade. If not, I do have a backup plan. I wasn't planning on using that, but my backup plan is to either purchase a Windows 7 Home Premium product key. I know where to find them, by the way. and just, activate with that. Or maybe if by some miracle it actually will let me do this, attempt Windows Anytime Upgrade using my Windows 7 Ultimate license and see if it'll let me upgrade to Windows 7 Ultimate. So, what will happen? Nobody knows. We just gotta stare at this. So yeah, anyways, I'll go ahead and pause here and I will come back when we're at out-of-box experience. And just to prove my theory, here's a Microsoft forum that shows you which editions of Windows Vista can be upgraded to which editions of Windows 7. Because I had Home Basic, I can only upgrade to either Home Premium or Ultimate. If for some reason you're not allowed to upgrade to Professional, which doesn't make any sense because it's a higher edition, so why wouldn't you be able to do that? Same goes for Home Premium, for Vista Home Premium to 7. Only Windows Vista Business can do an in-place upgrade to Windows 7 Professional. Makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? So it's the next day, and I've got Windows 7 Home Premium installed. So now, to attempt to upgrade to, if I can get it in the camera viewfinder there, Windows 7 Pro. I think I know what to expect, but we'll see. We will see. I'm hoping this will let me do an in-place upgrade from Windows 7 Home Premium to Windows 7 Pro. But if we get that error again saying you can't do it, then I guess, because the Microsoft support article didn't make it clear if as to whether I could actually do an in-place upgrade from Home Premium to Professional without using Anytime Upgrade, because the problem is Windows 7 Anytime Upgrade is no longer functional. I did do some research, and because Microsoft has because of end of life for Windows 7, Windows Anytime Upgrade is not functional on Windows 7 anymore. So the only way to do an the only way this can possibly work is if I upgrade to Windows 7 Pro the traditional way, because right now it's got Home Premium on there, but I'm not going to be able to activate it because, like I said, the key, even though I have a retail copy, that key is already in use. So there's no way I can activate it. So we're about to find out if you can actually upgrade, an in-place upgrade from Windows 7 Home Premium to Windows 7 Professional. Obviously you can do it through honestly, what I'm expecting is for it to say you cannot upgrade from Home Premium to Professional, and tell me that if you want to do that, you have to use Windows Anytime Upgrade, which I can't do. Well, actually, I don't know I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I read some people said it worked, some people said it didn't. So I don't really know what to believe. So I'll have to try it for myself, I guess. Alright, so we're not going to get installation updates. Let's just hope this frickin' thing actually works. And it doesn't tell me I can't go from Windows 7 Home to Professional. Let's see. Yep. Like I predicted, you must use Windows Anytime Upgrade. So, yep. So, that's a problem. So, here's the backup plan. Yeah. Let me get my keyboard, and I guess we're going to have to do an in-place upgrade to Ultimate because, like I said, I cannot activate Home Premium because I don't have the proper product key for it. So we're going to go to, let me just get down here, and I'm going to try, we're going to attempt an upgrade to Windows 7 Ultimate using Anytime Upgrade. So we're going to go into Anytime Upgrade, we're going to enter an upgrade key, and I'm going to type in the upgrade key, and we'll see if this frickin' thing works. So after a bit of shuffling around, I ended up having to buy a totally legitimate Windows 7 Home Premium product key which is probably a stolen MSDN key, but at this point I have no other choice. You know why? Because apparently you cannot upgrade with Anytime Upgrade if Windows is not activated. Yeah, you could even, I think even in Vista you didn't have to be activated to use Anytime Upgrade because it was just they sent you a disk. They would send you a disk and you'd upgrade. You think it'd be easy, but no, I have to shell out more money to Redmond. So here we are. Anyways, let's put this product key in and see if this frickin' works. Because at this point, I'm so done with this horse crap, and you know what? Forget the Windows 7 Ultimate product key. I'm just going to activate using this key, because I'm honestly done with this crap. So here we go. I didn't actually put in a product key during setup, so I'm going to go to Change Product Key here. I'm going to go ahead and enter the product key, and we'll see what we get. So actually, I should probably disconnect from the internet before I do this, because this is I know this is an MSDN key, so it probably will fail online activation, so I want to force phone activation. So let me enter this key, and when we get to the phone activation screen, I'll catch you guys on the other side. So before I was rudely interrupted by the damn debt collectors again, who keep calling for the wrong person. Well, they keep calling my number, keep asking for this deadbeat lady, who I'm obviously not. I've told them, whatever, that doesn't concern this story. Anyways, that just made me even more angry after I was already angry enough with having to buy a new product key, all because Windows has some stupid upgrade restrictions that don't allow you to go from Windows Vista Home to Windows 7 Pro, yet you can go to Windows 7 Ultimate. Plus, you can't even use your Windows 7 Ultimate upgrade key if you're not activated. So, thanks Microsoft, because of you, I had to buy a new product key. Now, obviously, I'm not... Okay, in all seriousness, I'm not super peeved at Microsoft, but come on, seriously? Why can't you go from Windows Vista Home Basic to Windows 7 Professional? I can understand if you were going from Windows Vista Ultimate to Windows 7 Home Premium. I can understand why that's not supported, because that's an edition downgrade. You'd be removing features. So that I could understand. But seriously, you're not allowed to go from Home Basic to Professional? That makes no sense. Yet you can go to Windows 7 Ultimate directly without having to do a clean install? Great thinking, Microsoft. Great thinking. Anyways, this sure has been an interesting video, hasn't it, my lovely viewers? Well, you know what? It's a quick tech log, but you know what? I'll call this a win because at least we were able to get Windows 7 Home Premium activated. The only problem, it broke the touchscreen. Yep. So now I gotta hunt down a driver, but fortunately Windows Update in Windows 7 still works, so hopefully that is if you install a bunch of prerequisite updates, but basically I'm gonna install those updates. I'm gonna do that off camera. Actually, I might make a you know what? Actually, no, I'm gonna make a video on how to get Windows Update working in Windows 7 again. That'll be January's video. So, I got my camera ready, but for now, I'm tired, man. It's late at night, as you can probably tell by looking out the window. So, I'm done for the night. So, with that, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. They help out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys not in the near future, hopefully. And with that, this has been Ben Kleinberg, signing off. And what a perfect way to end the night and end the video. The first snow of the season. You probably can't really see the snow flurries coming down because of the glare in the window, but let me try to zoom in on that. Yeah, there you go. You can see some flurries coming down. You can tell it's almost Christmas. Hanukkah's already passed, at least for this year. It's good to be home. Really is.